Welcome dear students. In this video, I will be starting a new topic, rigid bodies equivalent system of forces, and I will give a brief introduction and discuss the principle of transmissibility. So let us start. It is not as always possible to consider the body as a single particle because sometimes body has a large dimension, suppose like this, and suppose the force is acting here. So you cannot always consider this as a single particle. Sometimes when suppose the size of body is not very large, suppose this body, so this body can be considered as a single particle, but sometimes size do matter. For example, in case of trains, so trains has a very large size, so you cannot consider them as a single particle. Or for example, airplanes, big airplanes. So in that case, we need to consider the size of the body also and the specific points of application of the forces. This is also important because as you can see, if the force is applied here, then it will have some different consequence, and if this force is applied here, then it will have different consequences. So this is also important to the point of application of the force. Now most bodies in elementary mechanics are assumed to be rigid. So this is also a very important point. So suppose this is the body. So if a force is acting on this body, then it is possible that because of the force, this body might deform, okay, and shape changes. But in the rigid body mechanics, we consider that this body will remain rigid, means before the application of the force and after the application of the force, the size of the body will remain same. Means if f is 0, then also it will the size is same, and if we have some f value, then also the size is same, sorry, shape is same. So that means that there is no deformations. External deformations are small, or they do not affect the conditions of equilibrium or motion of the body. Now in this video, we will discuss the effect of forces exerted on a rigid body. So if there is a rigid body, suppose, and different forces are acting on this body, say this is F1, say this is F2, F3, F4, and so on. So we will consider the effect of all these forces, and we will replace all these forces by a single resultant force. Okay, so what we will do, we will replace with a system consisting a moment of a force about a point, moment of a force about an axis, and moment due to couple. So by this we will replace. Now any system of forces acting on a rigid body can be replaced by an equivalent system consisting of one force and one couple. So suppose this is the system F1, F2, F3, F4 acting on this body, then this can be replaced by one resultant force and one couple. So this is possible. So this we will learn in this chapter. Okay. Now here you can see external and internal forces. So if there is a rigid body, as seen here, this is the rigid body. So this body is having some internal forces, means every body is made up of, say, different molecules. Okay, so every molecule has force of attraction or forces of repulsion and some other forces also. So every body has some internal forces and some external forces. Okay. So generally we do not deal with internal forces in our course of this engineering mechanics. We will be dealing with only external forces. Okay. So in this body, what are the external forces that are acting? So this is the one force F. So this is F. Then this weight of the body which is acting downward. So this is the first force. This is the second, say, and this body is in contact with the surface at 2 points, here and here. So we have two reaction forces. So this is suppose 3 and this is suppose 4. So in this body, four external forces are acting. So these forces we will consider and we will resolve these forces into a resultant force and a couple about a point, while we do not consult about internal forces. Okay. Now, if unopposed, each external force can impart a motion of translation or rotation. Okay. So these external forces, if they are not in equilibrium, then what they can do, they can impart some motion to the body, and the motion can be translation, means motion in the linear direction, or the motion can be a rotating, means there can be a rotating motion also. Okay. Now when we are reducing the resultant forces into a force and couple, then this principle of transmissibility is very important, or we also call it equivalent forces. So what this principle says, that it says that conditions of equilibrium or motion are not affected by transmitting a force along its line of action. Okay. So this is the body, and this F force is acting in this direction, and this is the line of action of this force. Okay. This is the line of action. So according to the principle of transmissibility, along this line of action, we can change the position of the applied force. Though this F and this F dash, if they are having the same magnitude, and they will have the same effect. Okay, means they are the equivalent forces, their effect will remain same. Okay. Now by using this principle, consider this figure. So what we can do, we can move this force. This is the force. So suppose this is the line of action. This is the line of action. Okay. So by using the principle of transmissibility, this force can be transferred here. Okay. F dash. Okay. So this is what shown in this figure. So by using the principle of transmissibility, we can move the force along the line of action and its effect will remain same. Okay. Now similarly, the same thing is done here. So this force P2, it is transmitted at this point. Similarly, this force P2, it is transmitted at this point. Okay. So, but the principle of transmissibility may not always apply in determining internal forces and deformations. Okay. So you can determine the motion or external effect of the forces, but you cannot determine the internal effect. Okay. Because these forces, they will have say means different deformations and effect. Okay, because these forces will pull this forces will pull this side, this forces will pull this side, so there is some tension effect, while the same thing is not there in this case. Okay, because this side is now free. Okay, so there will be no pulling effect. So that thing we cannot able to determine, but in certain applications the principle of transmissibility is very useful. Okay, and when you will solve the problems, then you will see that you can apply principle of transmissibility in many problems, and it is really useful. Okay, so this is all for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.